On our last video, we talked about diatonic scales. Today, we're going to apply the same principle, but not only to C major scale, but to G major, F major, and D major. Start with G major. First, let's remember a diatonic scale is made of a tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, start from G. If we talk about G major scale, treble clef here, then we start from the note G. G to A, we have a tone. A to B, another tone. B to C, semitone. Okay, tone, 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 semitone. C to D, another tone. D to E, another tone. E to F, we have a semitone when we should have a tone. How do you make it a tone? You raise the F, so F becomes sharp, and then now you have a tone. And finally, you need a semitone at the end. F sharp to G, then we have a semitone. So the scale of G major has F sharp on its key signature. Great. What about D major? Treble clef, starting from D. D. Let's write all the notes first. An octave. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and D. Okay. Here we have an octave. So we need to follow this pattern for the diatonic scales. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. D to E, we have a tone. E to F, we have a semitone. How do we make it a tone? You raise the F, so you make it a tone. Then you need the next semitone. F sharp to G, we already have a semitone. G to A, you have a tone. A to B, we have a tone. B to C, we have another semitone when we should have a tone. How do you make it a tone? You raise the C, C sharp, and then you have a tone. And C sharp to D, we finally have a semitone. So D major scale has 2 sharp on its key signature, F sharp and C sharp. So G major has F sharp on its key signature and D major, F sharp and C sharp. Let's see, what about F major? F major scale. Treble clef. Let's write the whole scale first. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. We have to follow the same pattern. Tone, tone, semitone. Oops, tone, 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 semitone. F to G, we have a tone. G to A, tone. A to B, we have a tone. How do you make it a semitone? Well, if I sharpen the A, I will make G to A sharp 1.5 tone, and we don't want that. We don't want to mess up with is already right from before, so we have tone, tone. So we change the following note, the B. How do we make this a semitone? I make the B flat. So A to B flat, we have a semitone. Then B flat to C, another tone, C to D, another tone, D to E, another tone, and E to F, a semitone. So F major has B flat in its key signature. Let's go to our workbook now and do some exercises. Exercise 4. Write the name of each scale and tick either ascending or descending. That's on page 32. First thing, is this scale going from a high pitch to a lower pitch or from a lower pitch to a higher pitch? It's going from D in a high pitch to a D on a lower pitch. So this is descending. Okay, now look at the notes. It's D, D. Okay, we learned only G major, D major, F major, and C major. So it's starting and finishing on D. That's D major, isn't it? D major scale. Next, attention to the clef, bass clef, starting on the note F, going to the next F above. So it is ascending. F major. Great. On this next page, exercise 5, add accidentals where needed to make these scales correct. So we have the scale of G major descending. Remember, G major has only F sharp on its key signature. So find the note F, which is the note before G. Yeah. And then write A sharp there. B, F major descending. Well, F major we know has only B flat. Find B. Let's start from the bottom, from the lower note. F, G, A, B. B flat. Next, D major ascending. So D major we learned that it has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and that's all. Exercise 6. Circle the correct answer for each question. Which notes the fifth degree of G major? If you remember from the lesson before, what are degrees of a scale? So the first degree is the key, is the note that gives name to the scale, is the first note from the scale. Like, for example, here in this case, G major, the first degree is G. The second degree is the note that follows, A. So if we want the fifth degree, we're going to count G, A, B, C, D. So D is the fifth degree of G major. Now, pause the video, do the other exercises, and then come back to the video. Which note is the third degree of D major? D, E, F sharp, because remember, on D major scale, F is sharp. Which notes the seventh degree of F? Well, we have 7 degrees, isn't it? Because the 8th degree is the first degree, is the same thing. So the 7th degree is the last from the scale. So you don't need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just what note comes before F in a scale? E. So E is the 7th degree of F. Great. Which degree of F major is this? What note is that on the treble clef? That's B flat. So what B flat is for F? F, G, A, B is the 4th degree. Which degree of D major is this? And then we have a C major. C major is the note right before D. So that's the 7th degree. Which degree of G major is this? And then you have a C. G, A, B, C. 4th degree. And that's it. Let's go to the next exercise now. Exercise 7. Show the semitones in each of these scales by drawing brackets over 2 pairs of notes. The first semitone is given. Okay. F major descending. Let's start from the bottom note, okay? Remember the sequence. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, so F to G, tone. G to A, tone. A to B flat, semitone. So we found it. Remember, it's just 2 semitones, yeah, on a major scale. Let's go to the next. G major ascending. Well, G to A tone, A to B tone, B to C semitone. And where is the other semitone? At the end, F sharp to G, semitone. Next, D major ascending. So where is the first semitone from the bottom to the top? Between the third and fourth notes, degrees. So F sharp to G, semitone. And where is the second semitone? At the end, C sharp to D, semitone as well. And that's all for today.